The new rules further restrict the number of days San Diegans can water per week and the amount of time they can water. Joining me to discuss the new rules are Hala Razak, Director of the City of San Diego's Public Utilities Department, and Travis Pritchard, Programs Director of San Diego Coastkeeper. Welcome to you both. Hala, let's start with you. Why do we need tougher restrictions on water?
It is really important for the City of San Diego and its residents and businesses to make sure that we can drop our water use by 16% because the governor's executive orders mandate is for us to do so. And lowering how much water we use for irrigation is what will get us there.
Now you said 16%.
16,
how, how
yes.
close are we to that?
Well, it really depends from one month to the other. We've been tracking very closely our water use, and I would say about 2 or 3 months ago, we were in really bad territory. As a matter of fact, in February, our water use was 8% higher than it was back in 2013, which really got us concerned. And by looking at all the tools that we have to make sure that our water use comes down, we had decided that bringing, not just within the City of San Diego, but regionally as well, the San Diego Water Authority has made that a requirement as well. So throughout the region, most of the agencies already went to the 2 times a week watering.
Now, some people are complaining that their gardens are already deteriorating. What would you say to them?
Well, I would say that hang in there. I fully understand and appreciate that this is really a difficult time, but we're also dealing with very unusual and difficult circumstances. This is a very severe drought. It's the most severe drought that we had for over 100 years. And we are within the industry praying for rain for next year, but we could be in a situation where we would have yet another year of drought. And we need to make sure that we are protecting our water supplies so that we could continue and weather this drought.
Travis, let's turn to you. How satisfied are you with what San Diego is doing to combat this drought?
So the new requirements that were set forth on Monday for the city are a good first step. You know, I want to disagree a little bit with what Hala said and how unusual and new the circumstance is. You know, California has been in drought conditions for 11 of the past 15 years. So really, the drought conditions are the normal and the wet years are the unusual years coming here. So, you know, we want to take this opportunity in this drought to really rethink how, as San Diego, our region, how we deal with our landscaping and our water use. You know, about the peoples whose yards are deteriorating, you know, that's because we're planting things that don't really belong in this climate. You know, San Diego is one of the most biodiverse counties in the United States, and it's time for us to really embrace that biodiversity and that natural beauty and reclaim what it is to be in San Diego and our sense of place.
Travis, what's the one thing that you would change with what San Diego's doing to help conserve water even more?
Well, I would like to see a outright restriction on new front lawns. You know, really, if you think about your neighborhood, when is the last time you saw someone really hanging out on their front yard? You know, nobody barbecues there, your kids don't really play there. You know, and that really could be, we can reclaim our park space as our, you know, when we need a lawn and we need somewhere to go, and really in our homes, really, like I said, embrace that San Diego beauty that we have here.
Hala, lastly, it's one thing to have new restrictions, it's another thing to enforce them. What about enforcement? How will that work?
So currently within the department, we have 17 individuals who are responding to water use complaints, as well as driving around and watching to see if there are any violations of restrictions. Since the beginning of November, we have issued over 3,000 warnings and have issued 114 citations.
And what is the fine that you can impose on somebody?
It really depends what the infraction is. We have issued some fines that are about $250. So the fines go $100, $150, depending on what the infraction is.
Okay. Hey, I wanted to thank our guests today, Hala Razak, Director of the City of San Diego's Public Utilities Department, and Travis Pritchard, San Diego Coastkeepers Programs Director. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.